Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in today's reading. So remember to take what resonates out of today's reading and to leave behind whatever does not. So let's find out what energies you will be dealing with and what messages come through for you today. Okay, so the first card that came out is the Five of Swords. So swords energy, that could be an air sign that you're dealing with, so Gemini, a Libra, or even an Aquarius. Okay, and the next card we have is the Devil card, so that could be some Capricorn energy. And finally, we have the Six of Cups. So cup energy, some water energy. So you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Scorpio or even a Cancer. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords, this could be a message which is about really being in your more logical space. So choosing to use your logic over your emotional place of reasoning. So it also could be about somebody who is around you at this time, could be acting in a way that is against you and maybe trying to manipulate the situation and maybe up to no good really. But this person is somebody who gets exposed on this day for their calculating, negative, malicious intentions. About somebody who is up to no good. This person could be trying to trick you and could be even trying to manipulate a situation so that it can go in their favor. This is somebody who might be using who could be using a lot of trickery. This could be somebody who could be lying and somebody who might have some sneaky intentions on this day. So this could be that kind of energy. This person definitely gets revealed. They get exposed for their intentions. Seven of Swords energy is energy of deceit. Somebody trying to really pull a fast one. Somebody who is kind of like a fraud. Someone who's trying to steal from you. And with that Five of Swords, that's all about a conflict that may have occurred. But this is a conflict that resulted in a huge devastation for the people involved. It could have been the kind of conflict that creates for friends to never speak to each other again, for people to go their separate ways. And it looks like this person over here is choosing to stand up for themselves, and that may be what is causing this drift between that person and all of these other people. So on this day, it could be that you're standing up for yourself and you speaking the truth that is maybe not necessarily an easy to hear kind of truth from the people around you, sets you apart. And it could be that you might be gaining some distance from people who might be toxic, people who might not be sneaky, people who are cunning, and people who don't have your best intentions at heart. And you see that and you're able to really put some distance and move away from those kind of people. So this is also a good day for cutting out toxic energy, because with that Seven of Swords, that person is exposed, that person is easy to see, and their cunning ways, their sabotage is easy to pick up on. This could be somebody who could be gossiping about you, because the Swords energy is all about communication as well. This is somebody who has bad intentions, who's possibly smiling to your face but is acting a different way behind your back. And with that Five of Swords energy, it seems like this is somebody who gets revealed to you, and that is something that you don't seem like you're really going to be tolerating. It's not something that someone gets away with. It looks like you are able to notice this person, catch them in their tracks. So with the devil energy, that is a very consuming energy. It's all about being consumed with more earthly, worldly desires. So it's all about being overly materialistic. It's all about taking the unhealthy route to achieve some kind of a goal in order to fulfill your ego, to get your ego stroked. It's also all about using the unhealthy patterns. So it could also be showing some addiction. It could be showing some obsession also with the devil energy, and feeling like it's like your possessions own you and you have to keep working to a point where it's like you are a slave for some kind of a institution, for some kind of a for your possessions instead of the other way around. And it could be a very unhealthy cycle. It could lead to depression, it could lead to feelings of anxiety, just anything that is unhealthy, and giving into the material side of life and losing yourself in it and becoming consumed by it and losing yourself ultimately. So with the devil energy, I really think that this could be the other person, that toxic energy that is coming out. So it looks like somebody was trying to get away with something with their own best interests in mind. They wanted to make sure that they come out ahead. They didn't mind who gets hurt in the process, and they didn't mind really sacrificing everybody else around them in order for the fulfillment of their ego, their own pleasures. It's possible that this person could have even lost themselves in the process of trying to come out on top, to be the person that is ahead. So it looks like the person is adopting some unhealthy patterns, and even with that, it's somebody that you can see that this person is not doing very well at this moment, and it starts to trickle through their actions. You start to see the way that they are acting is a bit sneaky, and that is because they're really being driven by this devil card energies. So also this person is actually kind of sad. It's like they are almost consumed by whatever it is that they are trying to achieve or they are trying to prove, but it's not derived from a healthy place. So they could very well be trapped in some kind of a cycle that is unhealthy, but it is causing them to show up as very toxic to the people around them. So if you would like to take some space from this person, that could be something that could be very good for you, putting some distance between you and this person and being able to love them from afar at this moment. This person seems like they are going through quite a lot. They may be dealing with really deep and dark kind of matters, and it looks like they're not letting other people in, but they're choosing a route that is very toxic, and at this moment it's causing them to not be able to be the best of friends, to show up as a good friend, or to show up as somebody that you can depend on, you can rely on, or even that you can just trust. This person seems like they're gonna have to go through extreme measures to get whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. Whether or not they achieve it, it seems like the healthiest thing to do at this moment might be to take some space. It might be to really recuperate, and go apart and come back together later, and really encourage them to try to figure out and deal with whatever that they are going through in a healthy way, but not giving yourself up to be what they use, the vice that they use in order to get to where they want to get. With that Six of Cups in the reverse, that could be water sign energy. So the Six of Cups is all about a nostalgic feeling. It's about looking to the past and looking back to the past with sweet memories, fondly, with a longing. And it could even be about somebody from your past coming into your life at this moment, and you being able to share in this really sweet connection, where everything is really, it's about being very giving. So it's a really sweet, kind, generous kind of a connection that can exist. So with it showing up in the reverse, I'm really seeing this being a message about not looking back. And with that Five of Swords energy, with that person, choosing to distance themselves from toxic energy at this time, energy that is not serving them, being able to decipher and use the clear discernment and stand up for what is right for themselves. I'm seeing that Five of Swords as being you. So you stand up for yourself and you don't mind if it's different from the opinions of everybody else, or if it's going to mean the detriment of a friendship, or the ending of a friendship that may be toxic at this time. With that Six of Cups in the reverse, it doesn't look like you are looking back. In fact, you're not romanticizing the past. You're seeing this person for who they are. So again, you can see right through this person, and whatever they are up to, they won't get away with it. You are able to see right through their behaviors, the sneakiness, the lies, or even the theft, if they are stealing from you. You can see right through that person, but that person really seems like they are dealing with some internal suffering at this time, which is something that they need to get through for themselves by themselves. And so I'm really seeing this being a day where some kind of truth about somebody in your circle or somebody that you know getting revealed, and it could be that everything starts to really make sense when you really put the pieces together. Okay, so let's find out what message the Starseed Oracle deck has for you. Okay, so the message that came out of this one, and it's called Lost Lands. So it says, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Okay, so I think that is a message that is really backing up that Five of Swords, and you being able to move away from toxic energy and embrace a direction that is better for you and for your well-being. And if this is somebody that you used to work with, it will be better for the business overall or the project overall. If this is a relationship and this is somebody who is kind of sabotaging the relationship, who is kind of stepping out on the relationship and is acting in really selfish ways, this is also another message that is really talking about you having the courage to move on your own and embrace a direction which is healthier for you. And this may be something that may have been a long time coming, because also with that Seven of Swords energy and that Five of Swords energy, it could have been something that you may have been onto for a while, and on this day this person really does get exposed for the way they have been acting, for the things that they have done, for the lies, the deceptions, or anything that has been not in the best interest of the people around them, of the relationship, of any kind of work that you share. And so on this day, it looks like you choose yourself over perhaps long-term friendships that have turned toxic, and you don't bind yourself to somebody just because you've known them for a very long time. When a person starts acting suspiciously, you are able to stand up for yourself, and it looks like you are also able to walk in a direction that is better for you moving forward. This other person is somebody that you may have to love from a distance for now. It looks like this person has a lot that they have to deal with, and at times keeping them close becomes an enabling kind of act. And so if you have to put some space between you and somebody who has been acting uncalled for, when it comes to you, this is something that you can do. And I'm really getting that moving in a direction, moving forward, and really kind of giving a little break to this connection is something that might be good for you. It might be good for your soul at this time. And so with this Lost Lands Starseed Oracle card, it's really calling you to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. So if you feel guided to make a change in this connection or this energy that is related to the Seven of Swords, it's all about you being able to listen to your inner guidance and be prepared to make a change, which vibes in tarot always talk about changes. So any change that comes about, this card is all about you being supported in that decision if you choose to make that change. So this could be talking about your independence on this day, from separating yourself from this person from this person who may have had who may have betrayed you, really. And it could also be talking about this person also gaining some independence, because it seems like you might be going apart. You might be putting some distance between you and this other person, and so this other person has to find their way on their own, and so you two are walking away, and it looks like you're walking into a route that's more independent of this other party, because it's possible that the connection has run its course with the devil energy. It is no longer a connection that's really worth investing in. It has turned it could have turned toxic, really. And with the Six of Cups energy being in the reverse, this is all about that being an energy that you might be wanting to leave in your past, or that you are able to remove yourself from, and you're not depending on it any longer. This can be showing some really negative patterns that may have the potential to repeat themselves, and you aren't really taking this kind of treatment from this other person who might be acting from a very selfish place. So this is also talking all about your independence. Well, that is all I have for you for today's reading, Sagittarius. So I hope that you have a wonderful day today, and I will talk to you again tomorrow in tomorrow's reading. Bye, Sagittarius.